All right, we're live. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to my third live stream. Hopefully, we'll execute some good trades live in front of y'all. Make some money, hopefully. Even if we don't, as long as we follow our rules, it'll still be a good day. So let's see what we can do. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, the more I've been trading, the more I realize that trading is a lot of it is luck. It's, you know, the market is gonna do what the market's gonna do, and you know, once you're in a trade, we have no control over what happens. And so yeah, luck is definitely part of trading, and hopefully I do have some good luck today. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I know there's some mic issues in the past, so if the volume is like too low or if I'm muted or by accident or something, just let me know in the chat. Yeah, right now, excuse me. Right now, just monitoring price. Haven't taken any trades yet. You can see in the upper left corner, it's kind of just my running account balances. So as you can see, I haven't taken any trades yet today. All the P&L is 0. Yeah, you know, wanted to make sure that all the trades I take today are on stream. Yeah, this recording is going to be going on my channel after the stream is over. So yeah, hopefully we can execute some trades soon. Let's see what's going on so far. We have a bull channel. Yeah, I don't really have much of a bias right now, I guess. It's like slightly bullish because it's like a slightly uptrending bull channel, but we have these large bear bars here. We have these large bear bars here. So the bull trend isn't the strongest right now. Okay, looks like we're continuing to push up. You know, if price comes back down here, I would be interested in buying. So I'd be kind of buying the bottom of a bull channel.
Order submitted.
So yeah, let's submit a limit order here. So as you can see, I also added volume profile to my chart. And this middle bar, it's kind of like in like a purple shade. It kind of just shows that so far since market open, there's been the most trading volume at this price. And so this is another potential level of support. And so I do like this this buy order right here. So let's see if we get filled. If we do get filled, right now I have a plus 10 tick, minus 5 tick bracket order, which means that all my entries automatically will have a 10 tick profit target and a 5 tick stop loss. Right now I'm trading ES, which is like the mini contract, and so that's why, you know, I want to limit my risk on each trade, so that it doesn't. I think right now it's like $62 is like 5 ticks on ES, a little more with commissions, and so if I lose a trade, that's the maximum I'll lose per account. Sorry, that's the maximum I'll lose on my 25k accounts. I also have some 50k accounts and some 25k evals, and those will have a 2x multiplier. So whatever profits and losses I get on my 25k accounts, it's just double for the 50k accounts. All right, looks like we're gonna get filled here.
Order filled.
Okay, some got
Order
filled.
Order
Okay, now
submitted.
All right, we're in. So we're just hoping that this bull channel holds right now. If it doesn't, then we'll lose. And if it does, and we can make new highs, then we'll get a win. So let's see what happens. Currently, I'm trying to train my discipline, which means just accepting what the market is going to give me and not get tilted by losses. And part of that is to basically not adjust any trade once I'm in it. So now that I'm in this trade, I'm not going to touch any of the parameters, not going to change my stop loss, not going to change my take profit, just learning to fully accept all market outcomes. Currently, it's looking okay. The fact that we didn't flush straight to my stop loss is good, because that'll happen sometimes. Looks like so that purple bar where most of the volume is transacted, this is the volume point of control. It seems to be holding so far, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, sorry if you hear any background landscaping noise. Of course, they would pick today to start doing that work. All right, well, now it's not looking so good anymore for this trade. So now I'm seeing kind of a short-term bear channel. So if we get stopped out here, I'll have to decide if I want to change my bias to short. But okay, so far we've bounced a little bit, so the trade is looking a little better. Pretty much back at break even now. All right, let's go. Come on. And then you can see kind of as this trade develops, my P&L on the upper left per account is updating. So you can kind of see what my total P&L across all my accounts is looking like. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Yeah, I don't know. Like, trading live it's like a little stressful for me, but I think it's good practice. Just executing, and this is another level of transparency, and being able to show kind of how I trade. Especially right now, I'm doing this discipline challenge where it's taking a lot of discretion out of my actual trading, and so in that sense there's less pressure. I'm not trying to manage my trades once I enter. I'm just kind of picking when to enter, and once I'm in, I'm in. And so it doesn't take as much focus, I guess, because yeah, once I'm in a trade, I can't really change anything. And so I feel like this style of mechanical trading is a lot easier to do live than having too much discretion. So far, so good, though. we're in profit. Technically, I know we're not in that much profit, but right now we're kind of halfway between our profit target and our stop loss, and so at this point it's kind of like a 1-to-1 trade. Yeah, I highly recommend doing like a discipline challenge. Just being able to accept losses without going on tilt is probably the most valuable skill a trader can have. It's you know, psychology is just so important when trading. That yeah, like just learning to manage tilt is the most crucial skill a trader can have. I think going for yeah, two. Oh, this is not good for this trade. All right, looks like this bear channel is breaking down. But yeah, I was saying, like, I think going for 2R or yeah, 1 to 2 risk to reward, I think is generally it makes losses easier to accept, because you know that just any win will more than make up for any losses you take. And they're just like less devastating, I guess. And I think yeah, I think it's a great idea trying to go for like a 1 to 2 risk to reward for the discipline challenge. I think another reason to take discipline, to do a discipline challenge where you kind of set your max loss per day and you stick to it no matter what, is it'll kind of train you to follow your rules. How many times have, you know, let's say we set like a loss limit for ourselves, let's say it's like 3 losses a day, but after your 3rd loss you just have to take another trade, you have to try again. Like, it's so easy to just break your own rules. And so I think this discipline challenge, part of it is sizing down to that, you know, hitting your loss limit wouldn't be too painful, and just being able to follow those rules and kind of just to train that discipline will go a long way in your trading. All right, so this trade is not looking good.
Order
right,
canceled.
we got stopped out. So first trade, unfortunately, is a loss. As you can see, like across all my accounts, I'm currently down a little over $1,000. Not an ideal way to start, but you know, there've been days where I start out with 2 losses and then I get 1 win and then I'm right back into it. So right now, it looks like clearly this bull channel has been broken to the downside. This is a huge flush, huge flush. Wow. Okay, this makes me want to mark it in. I won't. I will.
Order submitted.
I'm definitely bearish right now.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we can get a fill at this candle. Big flush. Like, thank goodness we had a tight stop there, or this could have been trouble. So Al Brooks would call this always in short. It's just dumping straight down. Let's see how this 1 minute candle closes. If it can close bearish, I might just enter at the close of this candle. All right, it wasn't a super bearish close, so I'm gonna keep where my, actually I might move my limit order up here.
Order submitted.
All right, we're in. Hoping for some bearish continuation. Oh boy. Looks like bulls are regaining control.
Order canceled.
All right, another stop out. Damn. All right, well, not ideal. You know, now we're on 2 losses on the day. Thought this was a fine trade. Just my trade parameters, maybe my stop was a little too tight. Let's see. Here we can. Let me turn on the. Here are the executions. So far, it looks like we got top ticked on this, which also is very tilting. But you know, again, this is what the market gives you, right? You have to accept it. And so I think also having more of these kind of tragic style losses, each time it happens, you become a little less tilted from it. So I think it's also like good experience, I guess, to experience more of these, you know, and these discipline challenges where, you know, you don't adjust anything, you just let the trade fully play out. And you just learn to accept when these things happen, you know? All right, it looks like, yeah, I mean, I definitely got top tick there. I'm still bearish. This is a pretty good, yeah, I mean, this is a straight up flush right here. This bull candle pretty much got erased by these bear candles now. I'm gonna try another
Order submitted.
Another sell here. Yeah.
Order filled.
And if I get stopped out here, then this will be a very short live stream, but action-packed, right?
Order filled. Order submitted.
Yeah, I mean, I've also had a few of those where you're like ready to get stopped out, but then you don't, right? It reverses and you end up winning. It's a great feeling, but yeah, it does take you on quite an emotional roller coaster. I think like the very seasoned traders probably don't feel as many emotions when trading, so it's a lot easier to make decisions. They're not as upset when they lose, but they probably also aren't as excited when they win. It's just business to them, right? And yeah, you know, like ultimately, like obviously if you're winning or losing money, it's very hard to be emotionless, but that's what it takes to be like a professional trader. I'm definitely not there yet, you know, like I think I'm getting better at managing emotions when trading, but you know, when I lose, it definitely bothers me. When I win, I definitely feel that excitement. But ultimately, yeah, it's just a probabilities game, I think. So this trade was looking pretty good for a little bit. Now it's not looking so good. Looks like price just doesn't want to continue downwards, or maybe it will. It'll take me out and then continue down again, like it did the first time. Like this one. I wonder if I would have hit my profit target. 10 ticks would have been here. Okay, so my first trade that I entered over here, the profit target was down here, so it wouldn't have gotten hit actually. All right, just right at break even again. Just need a little flush down. Come on. And for me, like, trading is kind of like a hobby. And I almost think that if it becomes boring for me, like if I'm not getting any excitement from winning, I almost wouldn't want to do it anymore. Which is like, I don't know, maybe that just shows that I'm not really meant to be a professional trader. Okay, here we go. Come on. One tick away. Like right now, I'm excited.
Order
This is my profit
filled.
target, you know? All right, there we go.
Order canceled.
All right, we're back. We are back. Finally got a winner. So 2 losers and a winner. As you can see, my gross profit and loss is 0 on the day, but because of commissions, I'm actually down $191. Like, just getting 1 win, I think, kind of like ensures that at worst, I'm gonna lose like $1,000 today across all my accounts. And yeah, I only have 1 loss left before I hit my loss limit. Yeah, Johnny, I'm right with you, man. When I look at my TradeZella summary, when I'm going through like a hot streak, it does make me feel very excited. And then when I'm in a downswing, it's like hard to look at my equity curve, you know? But yeah, it's I guess like when you kind of see like a great equity curve, you know, everything's going up, you have to kind of, well, the way I view it is that if you don't withdraw profits from like these prop firm accounts, it's all unrealized. And so it's so important to capitalize on your upswings and withdraw money from your prop firm accounts so that you turn those unrealized gains into realized gains. And that's something that I'm really focused on right now with these Apex accounts. You know, as soon as I hit that withdrawal threshold, I'm just gonna take a withdrawal and not try to run it up too much, because I'm sure most traders know that the future is very uncertain when trading, and downswings can happen at any moment. You could go on tilt at any moment, and any time you go on tilt is a risk of blowing your accounts. And it's happened to me in the past. I've had accounts above the withdrawal threshold, and I just wanted to keep pushing it, you know, build more of a buffer, and then I go on tilt, and then I blow it all in like 1 loss, because you refuse to take a loss. You keep averaging down, and then you lose everything. So sometimes you even think that you're in a great mental space, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna go on tilt, but then before you know it, you're on tilt. So the future is uncertain, and so you gotta take withdrawals when you can. And yeah, so if you hit a great upswing, you hit a hot streak, you know, definitely gotta take those withdrawals. Man, this definitely bothers me. Getting top ticked here. I was 1 tick away from hitting my profit. You know, if this would hit my profit target, and then I'd actually be up on the day. But anyway, you can't do anything about that. This stop was pretty arbitrary. You know, just based on my entry, just 5 ticks. And so that's just how the cards played out, you know? I think sometimes when you're purposely setting your stops, let's say like above like a high or something, and then you get top ticked, that's even more frustrating, because you feel like you kind of got used for liquidity, and you almost have to think that you could have avoided that. And so I think that's actually a little more tilting than just like this is just an arbitrary stop that I put here. And so it getting hit is just bad luck. But let's see what we have here. So it looks like, here, let me go to the 5-minute chart. Sometimes that kind of gives you better context. Hey, Trading Futures Daily. Yes, so right now, because I'm doing this discipline challenge, I'm not sizing in anymore. I'm just entering with my full size. I have a strict 5-tick stop loss, 10-tick profit target. And I figured the best way to minimize commissions is to just trade minis. So I'm only going with one mini per trade. As I said, 5-tick stop loss, 10-tick profit target. Whereas before I used to start with micros and kind of size in based on how price action developed. But yeah, it became kind of confusing trying to set like a max risk per trade with micros and sizing in and out. It was a lot of like on the fly calculations to like move your stop loss so that, you know, your trade fits your max risk per trade parameters, and it was just a lot simpler using minis. Oh no, actually this whole stream I've been trading minis. Man, so price looks pretty. I mean, right now we're moving upwards. On the 5-minute chart, it just looks like we're in a big range right now. Technically, we are okay, actually not even. We have higher highs and lower lows, and so yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to see if we can put in a lower high, and if we do put in a lower high, I'll probably look to go short to catch another leg down. But right now, it's very possible that we could have taken out some liquidity here before moving upwards again. Because yeah, if you zoom out, we're definitely on like an uptrend right now. And so right now, I think I'm just gonna wait and see how this price action plays out. Currently, I'm still slightly bearish, but if we can put in a lower high and confirm a lower high here, I will be even more bearish enough to put in a trade. Hey Carter, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been quite the journey for sure. Going through downswings, upswings, downswings, different strategies. Yeah, and it's all documented on my channel. I've learned a lot over the past, I guess, almost 2 years of doing this now. And yeah, I'm actually working on my next trading lessons video that covers just the biggest lessons I've learned in 2023. I'm pretty excited to share it with all of y'all. I'm obviously by no means an expert. Still consider myself a beginner, but this year is the first year that I actually saw or I experienced some semblance of consistent profitability. I was able to consistently take withdrawals from Apex. And yeah, I just want to share what I think attributed the most to gaining that small piece of consistent profitability. Yeah, still have a lot to learn though. But yeah, so far so good. I'd say that a lot of the losses that I took in 2022, I've made a lot of those back in 2023. And so it's kind of like making back the cost of tuition. And yeah, it is encouraging to kind of see my progress and my growth, especially since it's all documented on YouTube in my community posts and my trade videos. Carter, so yeah, I'm 31. Wait, I'm 32. I always forget how old I am. Man, if you're 23 and you've been doing this for 3 to 4 years, man, you started early, man. That's great. It's I wish I started earlier, but yeah, I didn't really get into trading until 2020, really, when I'm sure a lot of retail traders started then, when the insane bull market after COVID was happening and making money was almost easy. You just buy calls and you profit. So yeah, I also started out with options, and yeah, options are definitely the inferior product to trade. Futures are just so much better. Options, there's all these different Greeks you gotta keep track of, and right, like the price could go in your favor and you could still lose money if you didn't pick the right strike price. It's way more gambling than futures. Oh, this is buying options, by the way. I actually think selling options is an amazing strategy, and like the wheel strategy, and poor man's coverage call strategy. These are all strategies that I'm doing on my long-term options portfolio that have been, this year obviously was a great year for these long-term bull strategies. But yeah, selling options is great. Buying options is gambling. Oh man, so you got in before COVID. Then when COVID happened, yeah, I'm sure a lot of portfolios got wrecked. But I'm sure that was like a big lesson that you learned, right? Just that the market is so unpredictable, and these flash crashes are possible. And so I'm sure that was a great learning experience, and you probably matured a lot through that experience. But yeah, man, futures are the way. I think they are the most consistent product. They're pretty simple. I think you just betting if it's gonna go up or down. That's it. Like there's no Greeks or volatility or whatever to kind of be concerned about. Okay, so it looks like we are still kind of chopping around, but it's looking pretty good for bears right now, I think. It looks like price tried to push through the volume point of control here, and it got rejected. So I think I will try
Order
short
submitted.
right here. So right now I'm entering with limit orders because price is pretty choppy. And so in choppy price action, entering with limit orders is better than with stop orders. If price is very directional, then I would enter with stop orders. Yeah, I remember when $10,000 was a lot of money, especially for a high schooler. That's a lot of money to be trading with at a young age. But yeah, and also I think prop firms are, yeah, they're great for beginning future traders. You don't want to risk your own money. You're limited to the prop firm fees you're paying. That's kind of your maximum risk. It's a great way to try out new strategies. I do hope to eventually graduate to real money accounts, but for now I'm happy with prop firms. So right now, yeah, we are dumping now. Looks like this was too conservative of an order. I should have entered here below this candle, but I missed that entry. I think right now what I'm going to bet is I'm going to set my limit orders above each bear candle, and I'm betting that it'll be hard for bulls to reverse this bearish momentum. And so I'm gonna think about this. Yeah, okay. I do like this. All right.
Order submitted.
I'm in. So my trade thesis here was just setting my limit order at the top of a bearish candle. Right now we have a nice flush down. I'm basically betting that bears will push price further down, and any attempts to reverse this bear trend will fail. Yeah, Al Brooks teaches that markets have inertia, and if a market is trending one way, any attempts to reverse it will usually fail, or 80% of attempts to reverse a trend will fail. And so that's what I'm betting on here. So far, so good. We're about a point from our target right now. Let's see if we can get it. Obviously, I'm feeling pretty good about this right now, but again, anything could happen. This is the market. I think having too high of an expectation of one way or another can lead to tilting if it doesn't go your way. So trying not to have that.
Order canceled.
Nice, there we go. So another win. Started with 2 losses, followed that up with 2 wins. And because my wins are twice the amount of my losses, because I'm going for 2R, I'm in decent profit for today right now. Yeah, so Carter, what I'm doing right now is actually I'm putting the money that I'm withdrawing from these prop firms into a live account. And so I'm kind of building that up right now. So I don't know, it's kind of like I'm not really putting my own money into this live account. It's kind of money, it's like profits from trading are going into a live account. So it's kind of like reinvesting profits from this trading business, I guess you can call it. But man, this was I'm very pleased with how I played this. I saw good bearish momentum, put my limit order at the top of a bearish candle. This attempt to reverse this bear trend got squashed pretty quickly, and hit my 2R profit target. I think I also used the volume profile kind of in this thesis. I saw that it got rejected from the volume point of control here. And so that also gave me more confidence that there potentially was more room downwards. So I still have 1 loss remaining today, but it takes a little bit of pressure off knowing that even if I lose my last trade or this next trade, I'll still be in profit on the day. So man, I'm actually looking at my Apex. I'm looking at my Apex evaluation account balances. That's these 2 over here. And you can see that I'm actually only $44 from passing each of them. So I think I probably still will I think I'll still keep them in the copier, and just once they're in enough profit to pass, I'll just take those, I'll close those accounts. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just monitoring the market still, trying to see if any other trade opportunities present themselves. So far, I still think we're bearish. You know what? I'm just gonna take this one.
Order submitted.
Come on, fill me. This is basically playing a continuation trade from this bearish trend. I'm betting that this is going to be like a minor high, I guess, and that it'll continue downwards. Damn, it touched my entry, but did not get a fill. All right, looks like it's coming back up. Still no fill. Damn, might have missed it. I don't want to chase this too much, but man, I was so close to getting filled. I think I'm gonna keep my limit order there. You know what? Actually,
Order canceled.
I'm gonna cancel that. Oh, all right. I'm getting a work call, so I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'm gonna put this on. Alright, that was just someone who called the wrong number. So I'm back. Johnny, hey, that's great, man. You're I know it's tough on the emotions, I guess, to go through that kind of roller coaster, but profit is profit. Doesn't matter how you got there, right? But also, I will say that one important skill that all traders need is also to know when to stop. It could be if you hit like a profit target on the day, or a max daily loss, or even just a limited, let's say you only give yourself 3 trades max a day. You know, it doesn't matter if they're win or lose. Everyone kind of has their own limits that work best for their personalities, and I think it's important to find those limits and maybe play around with different types of limits, see which one works best for you, and then to stick to them. Because if you don't limit yourself, you're gonna keep trading, and usually the more you trade, the worse you get, is what I've found. And it makes sense, right? Trading is it can be very mentally taxing. Clearly it's very emotional, and yeah, sometimes the longer you do it, the worse your performance gets, just because of how difficult trading is. So it's definitely important to kind of find what kind of limits work best for you. Oh man, I can't believe I missed this entry, man. This would have, let's see, 22. This would have been my target right here, so it wouldn't have hit, but would have been pretty close. Let's see the 5-minute chart for some higher time frame market structure. So yeah, we have lower lows, lower highs on the 5-minute chart. The chart is definitely bearish. The 5-minute chart, at least. So I should be looking for shorts on the 1-minute chart. And yeah, this is also something that I've started to do more, is just making sure that, because I take my trades on the 1-minute chart, or those are my entries, but I try to make sure that it's aligned with whatever the 5-minute chart is showing me. CNT, I'm 32. And then I've been trading futures for almost 2 years now. I started in February 2022. And before that, I was trading options. Yeah, it's been a great journey so far. Not the easiest, especially the first year. Lost a lot of money, but I was telling these guys that this year I made some of it back. And hopefully I'll make even more back, and yeah, maybe even be net profitable in total from trading in 2024. Okay. I definitely am trying to go short again. I almost feel like now's the time to maybe try a stop order entry. No, it's not. No, I mean, this is a pretty strong trend. Like, it's just, I don't usually draw channels, but like, I feel like this bear channel is tight enough where, man, I think I missed it. Okay.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna try a limit order here. I was thinking about putting a stop order here earlier, but I was drawing this channel, so I missed it. Oh man, that would have been a great entry right there. Let's see if it comes back and gives it back to me. Something that I kind of am a little worried about going short here is, there's some long wicks in this area, which could imply that there are definitely some buyers here. Yeah, like you got long wick here, you got long wick here, wicks here, wicks here. And so, let's see, if I enter here, my target would be down here. Yeah, I don't feel too great about this anymore. Let's see the reaction here. I think if we continue downwards from here, if price breaks through, there's like some support level here. If we can break down and close below here, I'll look for another short down here. But for right now, it's like I'm trying to short so close to this level of support. Yeah, it's a little risky. Yeah, put in a doji candle right here. See how the 5-minute looks. Might be like a larger bear channel here as well. No, not really. Doing like this right now. Oh, there's the continuation down. Damn, so this one probably would have hit 7. Yep. If I entered here, this would have been a winner. Hey CNT, I feel like a lot of jobs now are like hybrid or even fully remote. I would say any job that lets you work from home in some capacity will give you some flexibility to take some trades. But also like even ones that you have to go into the office every day, the futures market is 23 hours a day, right? Especially like, yeah, the equities market, you can trade other market sessions like the London session or like the Asia section. And so there's always opportunities to trade, even if you have like a full-time job that you have to go into the office for you know, the workday. And then there's also like, you know, maybe it's a little riskier, but you can also trade the crypto markets. Those are going 24/7. So really any job should give you the flexibility to take trades if you really want. But I will say that if you want to trade the US session, which is, you know, the highest market volume, I probably, yeah, would maybe look for a job that's fully remote or at least hybrid, so you can trade some days of the week during the US session. Wow. So I guess I was right that this was a pretty risky place to go short because of all the support here, because it looks like the buyers are stepping in. But this trade would have played out though, because if I entered here, my 10 tick profit target would have been right here. It would have been like just enough. But man, yeah, I missed my entry here because I was drawing that damn channel. I really was considering doing a stop order here when price was trading on this candle. Would have gotten filled and just hit my profit target immediately, but that's what happens. Sometimes you're trading on these lower time frames, like the 1 minute chart. You don't have enough time to kind of do analysis because the candlesticks just move so quickly. But I think that's also why I like trading the 1 minute chart, is because I don't like being in a trade for too long. And so I'd rather, yeah, if I'm going to take the loss, just take the loss quickly, or if I'm going to hit profit, just hit profit quickly. And so that's why I'm trading the 1 minute chart. But the downside is you have less time to analyze your trade. Okay, so I still am bearish, right? We're still in a clear bear channel. I can't go short now though, especially because it looks like we're bouncing from support. So again, I'm just waiting to see if bears can push price through this level of support. If we can kind of maybe like trade a little bit down here for a little bit, then I'd be interested in going short again. But for right now, I'm just watching. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm the same, Johnny. Just sometimes you feel like, oh man, I've been trading for so long. I don't want to end on a loss, and then I don't know. It's just, yeah. Again, trading is taxing. You know, it's hard mentally, and yeah, once you kind of lose that mental fortitude, you succumb to tilt trading. It's so easy to go on tilt, you know, and I think that's why it's so important to limit your trades in some capacity. Like being able to stop trading when you're still, you know, clear-headed and not super upset. It's actually easier to stop trading then, and so yeah, we just, as traders, we just need trade limits. And something that actually is a prop firms don't have this, but brokerages, futures brokers like NinjaTrader, for example, you can set up a hard lockout where if you hit your trade limit, it just completely locks you out of trading, and you can't unlock it until the next day. The next day, it automatically unlocks. But yeah, it just shows the fact that they have that functionality just kind of shows that for a lot of traders, like they have to be like actually locked out from trading in order to stop trading, because it's that hard to follow like your trade limit rules without this hard lockout. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most prop firm traders have been there, just being so close to withdrawals. Dude, Johnny, I feel you, man. I feel that pressure of being so close to a payout, and it's almost like there's like this pressure, this weird pressure, not even pressure, maybe it's like or it's just like you think, oh, you know what, if I just size up, all I need is just like a very small move in my favor to get to the threshold. And then if it goes against you, you know, it just, that the frustration you feel from that just can snowball into all of a sudden, yeah, you're just on tilt and you blow your accounts. I've definitely done that, and I've documented that on my YouTube channel as well. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, man, but that's something that, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us can relate to. It's like losses become harder to take the closer you are to the withdrawal threshold, because of purely being so close to your goal. It's like taking a loss sets you further back, or it kind of moves that goal that was so close, it pushes it a little further away, and it becomes more frustrating. But I don't know, you know, it's something that again, it just goes back to discipline, and having the trading discipline to follow your trading rules, follow your trading limits, no matter what happens, no matter how close you are to your withdrawal threshold, or you just, you know, if you stay consistent with your rules, stay consistent in your trading plan, and you'll see consistency in your results, I think. So going back to the charts, I can kind of adjust, you know, and I don't need these lines. Personally, I don't really trade with trend lines usually. I just like looking at, I guess, candlesticks mostly. Like for example, if I see like, look at this series of bullish candlesticks. This is a nice full-bodied candlestick that would make me short-term bullish, and kind of see that there was some continuation up here. Okay, this is a nice big bearish candlestick. which looks like it's continuing this bear trend. So if this candlestick closes bearish, I will. Looks like it will. I'm gonna go short at the close of this candlestick. Okay, actually, let's see if this goes below this candlestick, I will go short. This is a very bearish looking candlestick right here. Let's see if we can get a push down below. Yeah,
Order submitted.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to see.
Order canceled.
Never mind that. I was close to shorting here, but then I saw it as soon as the next candle opened, it opened bullish. And now it's going back down. All right, if this can close below this candlestick, I'm gonna go short. Okay, it didn't close below it, but there we go. You know what?
Order submitted.
All right.
Order filled.
I'm short here. I don't know if that was a good idea, but so far it's looking like it wasn't. Oh yeah, that was not a good idea. You know, I followed my bearish thesis. I said I was bearish. We had this nice big bear body candlestick close very bearish. Looks like it tried to reverse a little bit, came back down. I entered. I'm happy with this trade, even if it gets stopped out here. I guess it's still in this zone of support that I said I wouldn't go bearish in, but I don't know. Honestly, like if you think about too many things, you'll never be able to take a trade. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out here though, which is okay. Let's see. Yeah, Johnny. I mean that's a good way to think about it, right? If you get a payout without following your rules, it's almost like you didn't really earn it, and so you do want to get it the right way. I traded Pats for, I guess, probably like 2 months. And Pats is just it's a way, it's like a type of price action trading. And yeah, I guess personally it didn't really fit my personality, I guess. It made sense, and there was like a streak of trades that I took with Pats that I was actually pretty profitable. I guess my problem with Pats was that I almost got too many entry signals. Like it was so easy to enter trades for me personally. There are just second entries like everywhere. Then there's also like second entries, but then there are also failed second entries, which are basically like the opposite direction. That it was kind of like, I guess for me it required a little too much discretion, I guess, to trade it correctly, and that's why I stopped trading Pats. I definitely did see the power of Pats, and I have seen Pats traders do very well with it, and so it wasn't anything with the system, but it just didn't fit my personality, ultimately. And maybe like where I was with trading at the time, it wasn't right for me. All right, I'm about to get stopped out here. This is going to be my third loss of the day, and if I get stopped out, then yeah, I'm done trading. It's kind of like teasing me though, right? It's like just chopping around between my entry and my stop. It's almost like if you're gonna stop me out, just do it already. I'm definitely prepared for a stop out here though. I think it's pretty likely. But now we're back at my entry. Oh, now we're back to my stop. Man, look at these 4 bars right here. 5 bars now. It's just in the same range. All right, this is it. This is
Order
the end.
canceled.
There it is. Okay, so unfortunately that didn't work out, and man, now I mean I'm just realizing right now, but I actually ended up entering short on this value area low line. Wow, look at that. So I don't know, maybe that even would have been a good place to go long. You know, I did say that there was support in this area. I mean, this is all hindsight. If I went long here, my profit target would have been over here. Yeah. No, I thought this was it was a fine short. Bounce off, point of control. It seemed like it was headed downwards. Yeah, I would definitely take this again, given how bearish this bar looked. Yeah, it just didn't play out. That's all. Okay, yeah. So that is my 3rd loss of the day, and so I'm done trading. You know, I mentioned on the stream that it's very important to follow your trade limit rules, and my trade limit rules, as you can see at the top of the screen here, is I have a max daily loss limit of 3 losses, and so yeah, hit that 3rd loss. Thankfully, I'm still net positive. You know, I won 2 trades. That's a total of 4 R. Lost 3. That's minus 3 R. So in total, I netted 1 R today. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, it showed kind of what my current style of discipline training looks like, and how even if you just trade very mechanically and you just set your profit targets, your stop losses, and don't touch them at all, and just let your trades fully play out, you can still be profitable doing this. You know, today wasn't a big profit, but yeah, it's still profit, and you know, still made progress in all my accounts towards whether passing the evals or towards the withdrawal thresholds on my performance accounts. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, hope this kind of showed what a day trading session is like for me. Kind of similar to playing poker, right? It's just, you know, you find spots to enter, you know, you get your money in good, you know, and then just hope it works in your favor. That's kind of what trading is. It's a game of probabilities. Johnny, yes. So starting next year, I'm gonna start using discretion again, and that's, you know, sizing in with micros, sizing in, scaling out based on how price action develops. I still think that is the most profitable way to trade, but the problem with trading that way with too much discretion is that if you take too many losses, it's very easy to go on tilt because you blame yourself, I think, because it's like, oh, it's my fault I put the stop loss here, or it's my fault for moving it up. It's just, it's a more stressful way to trade. And so I think this discipline training for me right now is training myself to accept losses. Cause yeah, and I'm gonna talk about this in my next trading lessons video. But discretion without discipline is a recipe for disaster. You start ignoring your rules, you go on tilt, But discretion with discipline, I think that's the key to consistent profitability. Because ultimately, discretion is our edge in these markets. I don't think fully automated trading systems are net profitable in the long term because of varying market conditions. And the market conditions change. It changes like every day, even every hour, whether it's consolidating or trending. And I think without discretion, you aren't able to manage how these changes and how you have to modify your setups to match what kind of markets you're trading in. And so I think discretion is a very crucial part of consistent profitability, but you need discipline in order to trade effectively with discretion. So yeah, this is going to be my last week of discipline training, and starting next week I'll be going back to trading with discretion, and hopefully I'll be more disciplined, having gone through this exercise, and I'll be able to accept losses a little better. Yeah, man, I love poker, and I think there's so many parallels between trading and poker. And I think getting better at trading kind of like helped me in poker as well, just managing emotions and not going on tilt. But yeah, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you for being active in chat and asking questions. Yeah, it was a good time chatting with y'all. If y'all are still trading, have a great rest of the trading day. Good luck. Remember to respect your trade limits. Don't go on tilt. Honestly, the rest of the week probably will be pretty low volume, so just be aware of that. But yeah, hopefully the rest of the year goes well for y'all. Thanks again for tuning in, and maybe see you on the next stream, whenever that'll be. All right, bye y'all.